Good morning, guys, and welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for clicking, guys. So guys, today I'm just about to set out for work, and I just want to show you my morning routine on a winter's day when I go to work. So I always cover my bike just to protect it. I'm just taking the cover off. It is a good habit to protect your bike because it will last longer and be in mint condition for as long as you have it. If you leave it exposed to the elements, it's going to run down pretty quickly. So I've got 3 locks, 1, 2. So I have 2 locks on the front disc, and I have 1 on the rear, plus the steering lock, just so you know that your bike is protected. So I'm ready to start it up, but first I'll just mount my phone on the holder so I can see messages that I might need to stop to reply to while I'm on the go, and turn on my ignition. And once I start the engine, I am going to hit the heated grips controller to turn it on, and while the bike is heating up and getting all the oils to the right places, my heated grips will be heating up as well. So here we go. Not very cold today, so I'm just going to leave it on medium, otherwise it's going to get too hot. And if you ride like me in the cold, then you know how important these heated grips are. They are a must if you live in a place where you have winter at some time of the year. So I let it run most of the time till I see the RPMs drop and the sound goes lower. This will help your engine run longer and healthier. So I'm just going to wait for a while, get it heated up. But of course I can't take you through that, so I'm just going to skip that part and get on to riding. So come with me on this journey, guys. Okay, so we're ready to roll out for the day. And here we go. So it is very important, guys, to let the engine heat up before you start riding, especially in winter. And the reason is all the oils and all the liquids that need to be running are still cold. So to get them to that running temperature healthy enough for the engine, you need to wait for a while after you start the engine. You can't just start the engine and start riding. No, it's not healthy for your engine. It goes for all machines, so you definitely want to do that before you hit the road riding. And even when you start, you want to be gradual on the throttle, because while the engine is still cold and heating up, you don't want to rev it too high because there will be too much friction and the oil is not as smooth as you've been riding it for long. So you definitely want to heat your engines before you hit the road. But today is a beautiful day. It's not that cold today. It's actually kind of little cloudy, but with sunny breaks. And let me just take the opportunity to talk a little bit about the heated grip. So If you watch my installation video, I installed these heater grips about 2 to 3 months ago, and boy, I don't know why I waited so long to install heated grips. It is the thing to have if you ride a motorcycle in a cold environment. So in my previous winters, I've ridden without heated grips and just with my gloves. And even with the gloves that can handle cold, it was good for a while, and then after 20 minutes, your hands started freezing, especially your fingertips. So installing the heated grips was made riding a joy this winter. So if you haven't already done that, guys, if where you're riding is cold, I encourage you to get heated grips because it will improve your riding immensely. Riding comfort becomes something that you really enjoy, especially dealing with the cold. Wow, there's traffic. So one thing I like to mention is this is how people commute. Most people commute to work in China. Yeah, they have the electric bikes that help a lot. We call them e-bikes. You charge them overnight and then you can have some decent mileage to and from work. So that's how people mostly commute. But I just do it on my motorcycle because it's faster and more fun. Boy oh boy, about these heated grips, like I mentioned already, this is something I should have done a long time ago. Even as an added accessory, it's very, very useful. It's probably one of the most useful accessories you will have as a rider. And let me also talk about one other thing that you need when you ride in winter, and that is this windshield. So I have a video showing how I replaced my windshield on my CB500X 2019 version, and I must say it's another one of those very useful investments that I made, useful modifications. So the original windscreen is very short, especially for taller riders. I'm just 1 meter and 83 centimeters. That's about 6 feet tall. So for people and even taller, you're still gonna get a lot of wind buffeting with that original windscreen. It's actually better to ride a bike without the original windscreen if you are tall, if you ask me, because I've experienced it, and it was really, really bad that I got this extension, that this other small piece that you can mount on top of the original one to have a bit more wind protection. I used it for a while, but it still didn't help much, so I had to go all the way and get a new windshield, a taller one, and I must say this one is working perfectly for me. I can still see above the screen, and as you know, in winter, when you close your helmet visor, the helmet is fogged up and you can't really see far in front of you, and it's pretty dangerous for riding. So most of the time I have to leave my helmet visor half open or even fully open. But I have to say that with this windshield, even when it's fully open, I don't feel any wind on my face, and I don't feel any discomfort in riding because it just deflates the wind over my helmet. So this is something you want to consider if you ride in the winter and you wear medicated glasses, especially for those of us who wear glasses. But even if you don't wear glasses, it's still a very useful mod because you can keep your visor open just a few tips on riding in the winter. So with the windshield, the heated grips, so with these basic things, you are set to have a comfortable ride in the winter, protected from the cold. So guys, that's all for this video. Thank you so much for watching. If you haven't already subscribed to the channel, please do. Click the subscribe button, and if you like the video, click the like button, and don't forget to share it to anyone who will be interested. And follow me on my channel. I've got a ton of other videos on useful stuff, especially on the Honda CB500X. Once again, thank you so much for watching. See you in the next video. Ride legal, ride safe. Peace.